Good morning, children. Hope all of you have a nice exam time and fill colorful marks in your report card. Right now? Okay. Today, we'll continue the third chapter, Atoms and Molecules, second part. Last class, we discussed laws of combination. Today, the topic is atom. See, I have a sweet and I start breaking it. I'll get a small piece. Further, I could not break it. And this small piece has a sweet taste. Okay, this small piece I could not break further. But I know it has a small size but sweet taste. Clear now? Size very small. Sometimes I can see with my naked eye or I could not see. But when I taste it, it has sweet taste. Means possess the properties. So like this, elements are also made up of tiny particles called atoms. An atom is the smallest particle of an element that may or may not exist independently and retains all its chemical properties. This minute sweet piece has a taste. It has a sweet taste. Sometimes I can see it, otherwise I could not see it. Clear now? So, atom is the tiny particle that possesses all the chemical properties. The smallest particle that possesses all the chemical properties. Atoms are very small in size and smaller than anything we can imagine or compare with. This is too small. I can imagine or I can compare with. And the size of an atom is measured in terms of atomic radius. And the unit used is nanometer. Atomic radius is measured in nanometers nm. 1 nanometer equal to 10 raised to minus 9 meter or 10 raised to minus 7 centimeter. Otherwise, 1 meter equal to 10 raised to 9 nm. For example, the atomic radius of an atom of hydrogen, it is 10 raised to minus 10 meter. That of water is 10 raised to minus 9 meter. So the size is represented in terms of atomic radius and the unit used is nanometer. See the representation of atoms beautifully arranged in space. Okay, different patterns also can be followed. And remember, an element contains one atom or may contain two or may three or may four or above four. Cleared now? An element contains one atom or contains 2, 3, 4 likewise. Now, we have the names. All of us are represented with the beautiful names. Sometimes we'll use small nicknames to be familiar easily. The same styles, elements have names and about 120 elements were discovered now. Remembering all these names is a tough task. So, shorthand representation can be followed. Symbols are the shorthand representation of an element, or an element can be represented with the help of symbols. It is the shorthand representation of an element. And they are represented with the help of letters, English letters, English alphabets. And there are simple tips, simple rules to be followed in selecting the symbols. Selection of symbols is based on simple rules or tips. Which are the simple rules to be followed? First of all, will select symbols from their English name as capital. For example, hydrogen, the symbol is capital H. Carbon, the symbol is capital C. Nitrogen, the symbol is capital N. The first letter in capital of their English name represents symbols. Okay. The first letter in capital of their English name represent symbols. First rule. Second rule, sometimes 2-3 elements have the same starting letter. For example, hydrogen starting letter H. Helium also starts with H. So I could not use H for helium because it is already used in the case of representing hydrogen. So the second rule is the starting letter in capital plus one more letter in small letter represent symbol. For example, carbon symbol capital C, another element chlorine capital letter C could not be used. So I'll select capital C plus L. So the symbol of chlorine is capital C and small letter L, Cl. Symbol of calcium is capital A and small letter A. Capital C and small letter A, Ca. Symbol of magnesium is capital M and small letter G, Mg. So first letter in capital plus one more letter in small letter represent symbol. Second rule. Third rule, some elements have Latin names. Then the symbols derived from those Latin names. For example, sodium. The symbol is not S. Sodium has the Latin name natrium, Natrium. So the symbol is capital N and small letter A, Na. Symbol of potassium, it has Latin name Kalium, so capital letter K. Copper, Latin name cuprum, so symbol capital C and small letter U. Silver, Latin name argentum, symbol capital A and G. Gold, Latin name aurum, symbol capital A and small letter U, Au. So the third rule, symbols are derived from the Latin names. Fourthly, you can depend on planet's name. For example, uranium, from the planet Uranus. Capital U represents the symbol of uranium. Fourthly. Then fifth rule to be followed is you can also use places names, countries names, scientist names, etc. in order to represent elements. For example, places name America, symbol capital A and M, AM. Then places name California, Californium is the element, the symbol is capital C and F, small letter F. Then scientist name, there is a famous scientist called Mendeleev. So an element is named as Mendelevium, symbol capital M and the Mendelevium. Okay, Einstein, by remembering Einstein, an element is named as Einsteinium, symbol is ES. Okay, so these are some of the rules to be followed in naming the or in representing the elements, symbols. So symbols are selected from English names. First letter, rule 1 as capital. Second rule, first letter in capital plus any letter as small letter represent the symbol. From Latin names you can use symbols, places names, scientist names, countries names, planets names are also used in order to represent elements from which symbols are selected. Okay, so the table given below will help you some sort. That's all today. Thank you.